There is a man who doesn't raise his voice, who doesn't chase, who doesn't react. And yet, when he enters a room, people feel it. They don't know why. They just adjust. Their tone softens. Their posture changes. Their energy shifts. Because presence like that is not loud. It's controlled. And today, you're going to understand how that man is built. Not by luck, not by talent, but by discipline, by silence, by mastering the one thing most people never control: their emotions. Listen carefully. The world doesn't respect what you say. It respects how you react. People will test you, not always consciously, but constantly. They ignore you. They delay responses. They push your boundaries. They challenge your patience. And every time you react emotionally, you fail the test. The king understands this. He knows. Backhand index pointing right. Every interaction is a test of control. And control is power. Most men lose before the game even starts. Not because they're weak physically, but because they are predictable emotionally. They get angry. They react. They explode. And in that moment, they give everything away. Their triggers, their insecurities, their limits. But the king, he feels anger, but he does not show it, because he understands something most people never learn. Anger reveals your leash. If someone can make you angry, they can control you. Here's the first law of the king. Delay your reaction. When something triggers you, pause. Say nothing. Do nothing. Just observe. Because in that moment, you are choosing reaction or control. Most people react instantly. That's why they stay average. The king waits. And waiting creates power. Because silence creates pressure. Have you ever noticed the quiet man in the room? He doesn't speak much. But when he does, people listen. That's not an accident. That's aura. And aura is built through restraint. When you speak less, your words gain weight. When you react less, your presence gains mystery. When you control yourself, people cannot predict you. And what cannot be predicted feels powerful. Now here's where it gets deeper. Control is not just about calmness. It's about understanding human nature. People are drawn to strength, but not loud strength. Controlled strength. The kind that says, I don't need to prove anything. The king doesn't chase respect. He creates it by what he tolerates and what he walks away from. The most powerful thing a man can do is walk away without arguing, without explaining, without emotional chaos. Just leave, because walking away says, backhand index pointing right, I value myself more than this situation. And that breaks people, not because you attacked them, but because you removed your presence. And absence forces reflection. You don't build this overnight. You build it daily, step by step. Control your reactions. Speak less, observe more. Stop chasing validation. Set boundaries silently. Walk away when needed. Every time you choose control over emotion, you become stronger. Every time you stay calm, you gain presence. Every time you say less, you gain authority. At some point, something changes. You stop reacting. You stop chasing. You stop explaining. And suddenly, people treat you differently. Not because you demanded respect, but because you became someone who doesn't need it. That's the king. Not loud, not aggressive, not desperate, just calm, controlled, unshaken. And remember this: the man who controls his anger controls his life. The man who controls himself controls the room. In